Hey there, boaters. I'm Captain Stacey Hanrahan, and welcome to Monday's episode of Boaters TV. First up, our Captain's Caption photo was provided by Brendan Butler. We'll reveal the caption of the day at the end of the show. Now in nautical know-how, PassageMaker magazine is giving us a fresh look at night vision. Enhancing your night vision when boating in the dark will, at the very least, calm your nerves, but also has the potential to prevent collisions. There are all types of fancy night vision gadgets available today. Most are pretty pricey though. So Steve D'Antonio went over some cheaper ways to improve night vision in this month's PassageMaker magazine. Your boat and the waters you cruise contain sources of light pollution that interfere with night vision. One culprit, your navigation displays. Most modern displays, although dimmable, are often still too bright. Displays that initially look dim will become brighter and brighter as your eyes adjust to the dark. So it's best to use instruments that not only dim, but can be backlit in red or green. Steve says to take note of different sources of reflection. Bridge windows that reflect light from electronics will really ruin your night vision. Forward swept pilot house windows will help to reduce reflections. Mast headlights that reflect off the foredeck and bow rail are sure to steal your night vision as well. Using shades with your navigation lights will reduce this source of light pollution. Or you can paint the inside of your bow rail flat black, which will also reduce reflections from the sun. Steve points out that it takes 30 minutes in near total darkness to become fully night adapted, so be aware of light coming from other areas of your boat. Just one glimpse of light from a head or galley will leave your eyes having to start the adapting all over again. Now, Steve has so much more in his article, including tricks for improving your eyesight at night and the latest seeing in the dark technology on the market today. To learn more, pick up a copy of this month's PassageMaker magazine. Now in Bosun's Locker, Southern Boating's Captain Robb Hanrahan is here with the first on-the-water test of Furuno's NavNet 3D.
Hey Captain Stacey. Today we're taking Furuno's NavNet 3D system for its first on-the-water test, with Southern Boating contributing editor Chuck Husick. We all know it's been impressing all of us in boat show demonstrations throughout the past year, but Chuck takes you into a real-world demonstration in our August issue. Chuck was one of only 2 journalists invited along as the bigwigs from Maxi Software and Furuno put the system to the test on a 26-foot boat. They spent 5 hours on the waters around Massachusetts, and Chuck, who's seen it all and done most of it, says these components were even more impressive than he expected. Chuck and his team put 2 chart plotters, a 4-kilowatt high-definition digital radar unit, an SC-30 satellite compass, an AIS receiver, an autopilot with gyro-stabilized heading sensor, a weather audio receiver, and a video camera to the test. Lucky guy, huh? Chuck says the displays were clear and easy to read under bright, partly cloudy skies, even from 6 feet away. I guess he couldn't shoulder his way to the front of the boat for the entire trip. Well, you may have seen these new 42-inch radar arrays on top of boats spinning around at high speed. That's the high definition in action, and the NavNet unit automatically adjusts the rotation speed based on range. It's cool stuff. Chuck says the image is so clear that when they got their first hit on the port side, everyone looked to see what it was, and it turned out to be just a small seabird. That's high definition. They set the MFD-8 plotter to a 3-window screen configuration. Talk about having it all here. The chart on the left showed satellite image, radar overlay, and the horizontal split screen on the right displayed 2 widely separated range settings. The test crew spent a lot of time exploring NavNet's 3D imaging. That gave them a view of what lay ahead seen from above and just aft of the boat. It even includes a virtual on-screen horizon of fair weather clouds. Now that would be strange on a rainy day. There's much more on how the NavNet 3D performs on the water in Chuck's article, Living Proof. So pick up a copy of Southern Boating's August issue or register for our virtual magazine at www.southernboating.com. Stacey, back to you.
Thanks, Rob. Next up in Just for the Hall of It, we'll take a look at Stacey's wish list. On my wish list this week, products to enjoy when you're done driving the boat. First up, Cool Fish wines. Cool Fish wines were made to match perfectly with your favorite seafood dishes. For example, they suggest pairing their Pinot Grigio with Orange Roughy. Their grapes are sourced from select California growing regions, including the Santa Lucia Highlands and the Sierra Foothills. All varieties come in decorative bottles featuring, you got it, fish. The company has partnered with the Fish America Foundation, a nonprofit conservation organization that restores fresh and saltwater fisheries. Cool Fish donates a portion of its proceeds to the foundation. So don't be selfish, have a glass. Next up on the list, a place to set your Cool Fish wine bottle. The Dutch company Bottler BV makes gimbaled champagne holders. Now, this ain't no ordinary bottle holder. Each bottler is made by hand in the Netherlands with what the company describes as watchmaking precision. With your champagne bottle receiving the same stable treatment as your compass, you'll never spill another drop. Of course, the bottler would be a great gift for any wine-loving boat owner, but as you can imagine, they're more popular on mega yachts than on cabin cruisers. Prices start around $8,000. We'll tell you where to get my wish list products at the end of the show. And now it's time to announce this week's poll. Here we go. Who taught you how to handle your boat? A parent, boating course instructor, friend, self-taught, your salesman, or a hired captain? To vote, simply go to www.theboaters.com. Now it's time to reveal Stacey's TheBoaters.com Sealebrity profile pick of the day, which is Robert and his 27-foot Sea Ray Island Fever. Robert and his family do a lot of boating on the upper Mississippi River in Iowa. Sure looks like they have a good time. Robert has been boating for 20 years. Island Fever is his third boat, and he happens to be a founding member of TheBoaters.com. Thanks for being part of the Boaters family, and congrats on your Sealebrity status. And finally today, the captain's caption of the day is testosterone and silicone, perfect together. Submitted by Ted. And that'll do it for this episode of The Boaters TV. See you back here on Wednesday.